Hi, I'm Sunshine, and I'm going to be walking us through some of the major asanas that you'll find in any yoga practice, but specifically the Sun Salutations. So we'll begin with mountain pose. Now, mountain pose is thought of as a pretty passive pose or just standing there, but there's a couple of muscles that should be turned on while you're in mountain pose. Now the main one, we're going to start with our foundation, of course, which is the feet, and do what is called the Tadasana, which is a foot lock. This is pressing in through the balls of your feet and your heels, making sure you have a really even, strong foundation. Now as you do that, we're engaging the fronts of our quads. If you have a block, it's really helpful. Think of it as squeezing them inward. You're going to be adducting the hips, keeping them engaged so that you have a firm base, as if a gush of wind was blowing and you were bracing yourself in order to stand firm. Keeping your gaze relaxed and soft, shoulders rolled down and back away from the ears. We'll take a few deep breaths here, and then I'm going to lead you into the extended mountain pose, or extended Tadasana. Up overhead. Notice how my fingers are locking together. With this, I'm pulling upward, reaching toward the sky and lengthening through the spine. And as I do so, finding that length, I'm tightening my quads and my glute muscles in order to remain engaged in the core, so I'm not dumping all of that into my lower back. Really getting that stretch throughout the upper spinal column. Now it is a bit challenging depending on how deep you're going in your back bend.
So the deeper that you get in Tadasana, the harder it will be to balance. So you're going to find it useful to press your toes deeper into the mat and your hips and core forward a little bit to counteract the active arch and back bending that you're doing in order to stay balanced. So obviously only take it to where you're comfortable. It's safer to back bend from a seated position if you're trying to test the limits of your flexibility and balance.
Deepening that back bend, only to where you're comfortable in your practice.
I find it really helpful to use my pointer fingers and my eyes to literally lock in on a specific point so that I can maintain my balance without sacrificing how deep of a stretch I'm able to get in my extended mountain. As a rule, after any kind of intense back bending, it's good to do some forward folds, child's poses, etc. during your cool down to counteract that intense stretching you may or may not have gotten from your upward mountain. Thank you for watching.